It's your Taste of Tuesday, all right, on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Welcome into the Beach House Beach Bunker. Our thoughts with the folks of Jamaica this morning. This hurricane is massive. Could be one of the worst hurricanes we have ever seen, ever. Certainly for Jamaica it is. Coming up on the show today, we've got the latest on Hurricane Melissa and the incredible damage it's going to do. Also, Matthew Capucci flew into the eye of the Cat 5 hurricane, and what he saw was simply amazing. And he is from My Radar, and he says the destruction is going to be incredible. Obviously not in a good way. We've got an update for you coming up. Also, everybody a little bit, tired around the office today because of baseball. It was a late night for baseball last night as the Blue Jays, fell a little bit short. But they played 2 games in one last night. It was a doubleheader with only 1 score. And it was a night of terrible national anthems. Oh, they were awful. Did you hear them? Can we just get the national anthem sung? How about children's choirs? You know, when they did it in Toronto, it was an adult choir. I really like that. I like the choirs because the choirs don't go rogue. They don't do their own style. They just like, oh, Canada, oh, say, can you? And they all sing in unison. It's beautiful. They're like angels. And then you get these artists. You get these artists who are trying to make a name for themselves. And I think, come on. We want to play baseball. Stop it. Knock it off. So everybody's asking me, what time did you go to bed last night? I said, right after the anthems. I was pissed off at both of them. We got a soup recall to tell you about this morning. Bugs in the soup. Oh, it just gets better. Oh, this is in Canada, Canadian soup. And yeah, there's insects in there. Well, times are tough. There's protein. Aren't they trying to get us to eat bugs anyway? Maybe this is... Really? Do we need the recall? I don't know. Flight attendants reveal the routes they hate working the most, and there are a couple of Canadian stops in there. Oh, did Manitoba make the list? We've also got some confessions from some eaters about delicious meals they only eat when there's no one else around. They do eating in secret this morning. And 2/3 of Gen Z admit that they're wearing clothes with stains on them. These poor Gen Z people. They can't buy a house. They can't afford a house. They can't find a job. And they're wearing clothes with stains on them. All those poor people. Poor Gen Zs. This is a live look at what is happening just off the coast of Jamaica this morning. Look at this storm. If it wasn't so horrendous, so horrific, and do so much damage, it would be beautiful. It is just perfectly cylindrical, and it was so cool. This guy interviewed last night flew into the eye of the hurricane, the most violent flight he'd ever been on in his life, and then in the eye, heat, warmth, calm, and peace right in the eye of the hurricane. Winds are gusting to 175 miles an hour this morning. And this is expected to make landfall likely today and could cause widespread damage to the island. So we will be periodically throughout the show going back and forth, checking in on Jamaica. And we also have a live webcam to check out in Kingston to see if it's even live streaming this morning as this storm makes its way towards the island. I've been to Jamaica once. Beautiful people. Absolutely paradise on earth that is in for a rough 24 to 48 hours, to be sure. Okay, closer to home as we get outside this morning and take a look at our cameras. Oh, it looks like they got Russell powered up again, although it'll be a while till we see some daylight. But I am not excited to tell you about the weather forecast because November brings cooler temperatures and we have moisture, and our radar is going to look a lot less green and a lot more blue. Oh, you know what that means. You know what's coming. Could be coming this weekend. It's a beautiful morning, starting out at 3 degrees, and there is a little bit of a wind chill, but compared to those minus temperatures, that's not bad. But your trick-or-treaters forecast is soggy and cool. We're waiting for a nice day today. Sunshine, mix of sun and cloud, really. 9, 10 tomorrow. Again, our normal 6. And then towards the end of the month, we're kind of limping towards the end of October. Rain and 7, Halloween. Maybe get some stuff that's going to keep the kids dry. If they're going door to door, keeping dry will be the order of the day. Not so much keeping warm as much as it is dry. Not that that's not important, but I'm not quite sure how much rain we're going to get. We'll have to wait as we get closer. And that rain could flip over in the overnight hours to you know what. And could be our first look in our area anyway at the stuff that is white, and that could be coming as early as Halloween. So they're not expecting a white Halloween, but as soon as the trick or treating is done, you run out of candy and you shut the lights off. You'll shut the lights off and it'll be okay. Bring it on, and Mother Nature will respond. She will just start up the snow machine and off we go. That's it. Okay, welcome aboard. Hey, Sunseekers, it's a Taste of Tuesday. It's International Chocolate Day today. A day to enjoy chocolates. If you have had some restraint and you haven't gotten into the Halloween candies yet, today is your day. You're granted permission. It's okay. It's National Chocolate Day. You want to make sure your supply is good. You want to make sure that the shrinkflation just wasn't too bad. So you have permission to indulge just a little bit. Just test each one. Make sure it's okay. It's called quality control. And for Taste of Tuesday, of course, we got to have chocolate, Co-op Gold Chocolate, couple of brands of chocolate bar I've never had before. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. That's coming up today on the show. So happy Taste of Tuesday. We're live streaming on all platforms to start: TikTok, X, YouTube, Facebook, and of course the mothership Twitch, which you can come and watch or listen to through the website at tylerglenshow.com. And we'd love to have you comment, too, by joining Twitch. You can do that at twitch.tv/TylerGlenShow. You get a free account, and then you can not only follow along, but we can enjoy your comments, too. And again, for the first hour, we get comments from all over the place, and that's a lot of fun, too. Road Reverend, Polar Bear, and Pebbles, first 3 in this morning on Twitch. And Angela is here on Facebook. Luke is first in on TikTok, along with Sylvia, Josie, and Dawn. Good morning to you. Good to see you. Going to give some waves there. Hello, hello. Carolyn on TikTok. Good morning, Carolyn. Tracy Rogers is here on Twitch. Tracy Roger, pardon me. Janine's here on Facebook. Good morning. Happy Tasted Tuesday. Zuba Bernice is on Twitch. What a game. That was a late game. 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. 3 a.m. Eastern before it wrapped up. As soon as the anthems were done, I was in bed. I said, I'm not taking this. I'm not going to be part of this fiasco. Who are these people? Bring the choirs back. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Bob's Bar, Bob and the Jugyard Band, singing the national anthem. Yee-hoo! Yeah, that's going to be better than what we saw last night. That was junk. Didn't like either of them. And the country guy, I think I know, but it's like him and his guitar. He didn't have his hat on. He didn't look like he even jumped in the shower to, like, what is with these artists? Come on. You're paid big money. It's a World Series. Smarten up. Hi, Eddie Baker, over on TikTok. Good morning. And Kiwi. Hi, Kiwi on TikTok. Cindy's here on Twitch. Jody's over on Facebook. Same with Patricia Ann. Dang dog, why have you left Twitch? Why are you just coming by? Why are you a TikToker only? Come on now. You're a social media bandwagon jumper. I could pretend I stayed up late too. Richard's here on Facebook, and we've also got KDD4380 on Twitch. Good morning. Happy Taste of Tuesday. Yes, Molly's here on Twitch. Good morning. Marnie's over on TikTok. Hi, Marnie. Emilio, too. Hey, Emilio. Chantel is on TikTok, too. Hi, Chantel. And Cheryl says, what time was it over? I left in the 12th. So 3 a.m. Eastern would have been 2 a.m. Central Time. 2 a.m. No. Actually, truthfully, it was 4:04 when I went to bed. I figured, I don't know. I didn't have a good feeling about it. Ginny on Facebook says, the anthems aren't about the artist. It's about the country the song represents. I wish they would get that. I don't know. I'm diversifying my portfolio. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's because sometimes you get the occasional artist do the national anthem, and they quintessentially knock it out of the park. And then everyone's talking about it. Did you hear about so-and-so? Whitney Houston comes to mind. I think there's only going to be one Whitney Houston. Come on. And you know what? If you are chosen to do the national anthem, I would just like to have the anthem done, and let's get on with the game. You get some artists that they go off on a riff, and you're just like, this anthem is supposed to take 90 seconds to sing, and we're into minute 4 here. What is going on here? Forget about the baseball game going for 2 days. The national anthem goes on and on and on and on. Cindy left in the 16th. Nick made it to 11. Good morning, Quentin. Ange had no power yesterday. There was a power outage over towards Neelan. They didn't have school to start the morning. They got it on by afternoon. Hopefully you had it on by baseball time, though. Val Kirby is here. Good morning, Val, over on Facebook. Happy Tuesday. The chocolate has been happening since the beginning of October. It's too late. I've been eating my chocolate, says Val. That's okay, Val. Others feel potentially guilty, and we just want to absolve them of that guilt. Go ahead. It's chocolate day. You have to test your chocolate. You got to do it. Derek says, today is my Friday for an ultra-long weekend. Well, good morning to you. Tracy Rogers said, who sang it? It was J.P. Sax for Canada. And was it Kenny Chesney? Ooh, I better get it right. I don't know. Someone help me out. Who was the American one? And he didn't do a good job either. Who sang the anthems last night for the baseball game, Jays Dodgers? Nick says, I don't know who sang O Canada, but Star Spangled Banner was, Brad Paisley. Yes, thank you, Brad Paisley. Sorry, my apologies to Kenny Chesney. I threw him under the bus. Yeah, he usually has a hat on. He's married to that actress who I like in the sitcoms. I'm like, this guy will be good. And he was awful, too. It was terrible. The singers were bad last night. Bring back the choirs. And J.P. Sachs, oh, God, this guy. No, get him away from a microphone. Get him away from, I never want to hear from him again. Go and sing some jingles for macaroni and cheese. God, it's terrible. Terrible. And I think it ruined the game. I had to leave. I couldn't take it anymore. I just couldn't do it. So I didn't expose myself to the 18 innings of madness like the rest of you did. So I'm chipper this morning. I am chipper, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Janine says, Chris Stapleton did a great job during the Super Bowl. Just him and his guitar. It was awesome. I guess that's what Mr. Country Guy, Brad Paisley, was trying to do. I don't know. Borrowed Bean, good morning. We're going to do our good things now, and because we're getting a little long here. Got lots of folks to join us this morning, and I do appreciate that. Lots of lurkers, too. Good to see you. And, hey, you know, we start the show with some positivity, GT, and then Dash, and then give us a good thing. We like to start with something positive. And, of course, what was positive about it? Well, hey, listen, you got your money's worth for baseball yesterday. That's a good thing. You got your money's worth when it came to baseball. Billy J. Kroger says, top of the 17th. It's 1 o'clock in Manitoba land. I have to get up soon. Oh, my gosh. This person, Shohei Ohtani, was put on the earth to play baseball with his $700 million contract. He makes $200,000 per day. It works out to $32,000 per hour. $32,000 per hour. Well, but he hits that little piece of cork wrapped in leather unlike anyone else. And, there it was tied at 5 in the bottom of the 11th. You're feeling sleepy. You're at the ballpark, laying in the grass. Laying in the grass, enjoying your sleep. Oh, yes. Get the intravenous. Get the intravenous. The intravenous coffee. Oh, Devin was... Look at this is Devin's post from last night. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Then go to bed. You're not going to miss nothing. Colonel Sanders wrecked the other game, and the national anthem singers wrecked this one. And nothing to see here. So they'll do it again tonight. And I guess really it's a continuation of the game. It's a continuation of the game because they basically went through their entire roster last night. So the marathon continues. No break. Not much break at all. I love this picture. I wanted to show this earlier and didn't have the chance to do it. Look at these two. From Preston Park retirement residents. Don't they look fantastic? Look what they've got on the back of their jerseys. Aw. Together since 1959. That's awesome. Together since 59. Blue Jays fans of all ages. And they actually fell asleep at the pregame. They could not do it. They ate at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They ate at 3. They're like, what time does this game start? It starts at 7. Oh, I think our bedtime is 6:30. We'll just PVR it. They'll have all day to watch that game. They are in for a good one. Yesterday's good thing, so let's get it rolling, okay? GT, yesterday's good thing, could be big, could be small. Type in GT and let it roll, okay? Sunrise Credit Union wants to do a good thing for your nonprofit group. If you're working with an organization that is in need of some financial assistance, this is it, guys. Come on, this is the last week to get those forms filled out. 2 easy forms, I tell you. And they do this every spring and every fall, building communities. They're helping out not-for-profit groups and community organizations. Just a quick application process, and you could be part of this financial help. Visit sunrisecu.mb.ca for more. And visit Eplaw office if you're buying or selling a home, or you're looking at doing up your will, or you're looking at expanding your business and maybe incorporating. All three of those things need the assistance of a tried, tested, and true lawyer. And Eplaw office will help you. And they're so easy to find with their newly renovated location at 642 18th Street, Unit A, right across from the RBC. And it's also the final week of Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express $20 Shell Gas gift card promo. Again, if you're getting a service over at Murray Certified Service and you tell them, can I have a free gas card, please? They're going to get you a certified service multi-point inspection, and you get the gas card for free. $20 gas card. Ask about it at Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, into its final week. Molly says, GT, weeks-long anxiety finally went away and have more answers. That's the GT. Good for you, Molly. Good for you. I had a wicked anxiety day yesterday. I don't know what happened. And actually, it was... I'm up early anyway. I have 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And before the show yesterday, it was really awful, actually. I think that just with all the crap happening over the weekend around the world, I was watching too much news. I think that we can do that, right? Too much news. You gotta, if you find your anxiety a little bit peaked, I think that's step one. Shut the news off. That helps. It's not the solution, but... Quinton's GT got over 12 hours. Oh, my God. Got 12 hours of sleep last night. Had some cold medicine. I bet you feel fantastic. Keurig and Neocitran for the win. Quinton's living in opposite land. He gets 12 hours of sleep. Everyone's operating on 1.2 hours of sleep. Everyone's crusty. Quinton is like the Viagra commercial. Good morning, 12 hours of sleep. Well, I hope you're feeling better, pal. Pebbles GT, we did not get all that rain that they were calling for. The kiddos got to have their recess breaks outside yesterday, so they were excited about that. Get them in before the snow comes, that's for sure. Oh, that's it. We have like two good things. Holy cow. Everyone's too tired. That's amazing. Two good things. Okay, it's a new record. It's not like there's not people watching and streaming and lurking. It's just like everyone's friggin' tired. Put Tyler on and go back to bed. Is that what's happening here? Oh, this is Annette and her granddaughter. Oh, my God, this is so adorable. Oh, is this the cutest pictures, Annette? Oh, my God. Annette and I are the same age, and she's got a granddaughter like this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. And she is just, she's so cute. It hurts my heart. Just like, it's chocolate day and she's sweeter than a chocolate bar. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, send that to the Jays. They'll probably put her on a program or something like that. Put her on the marketing. Hi, did you get your Jays ticket? I think you should. Okay, I'll buy a Jays ticket. You're too cute. I'll do whatever you want. I'll buy whatever you want. Oh, man. Some people haven't. Vern says I haven't been to bed yet. Are you lying? Are you lying? Did you really stay up all night? Good morning, Don on TikTok. Oh, my God, if you stayed up all night. Oh, I can't do that no more. I'm too old for that. I'm too old for the staying up all night party every day. I wish I could. I wish I could do that. Those days, I think, are behind me. Cindy went to a celebration of life in Neepawa. Community support was unreal. I'm sorry for your loss, Cindy, but it's nice that it was a celebration, and I hope, amidst the loss, that there was some laughter and some smiles, and thanks for sharing that. Borrowed Bean started intermediate jogging, and my knees haven't given. Whoa, look at you. Yeah. See, it doesn't have to be big like that, but see, that is what I'm talking about. Good thing. I made a kick butt chicken soup last night. Oh, the whole family loved it. It's my specialty. It's my specialty. However, My folks left for the coast this week, and in doing so, they left me their Costco garlic. Comes in a giant container. There's probably 5,000 cloves of garlic in it, and I put a little too much. So if you can smell me through the live stream today, it's my parents' fault. They left the too much of that. And the pre-chopped stuff that comes in it's huge. It's like a gallon of garlic. And they didn't want that stinking up their fridge for the winter, so they left it with the boy. And so I got some of this garlic and threw it in the chicken soup last night, and I think some of the paint is peeling in our house now. Some of the wallpaper's coming off. If we had a dog, he would be running away. We use too much garlic in the chicken soup. Now, a lot of Ukrainians on the stream would say, is there such a thing? It's like with our discussion of dill. But now there is a point where too much garlic can... Oh, well, yesterday's good thing. And, hey, wouldn't it be good if the Jays push it to 7 games? I think that'd be fantastic. I'm loving the fact that we're all like watching baseball in October on the doorstep of winter. That's a good thing. It just, to me, it's a summer sport. Baseball is a summer sport, and it just extends the summer season. So, thank you to the Blue Jays and the Dodgers, and it was such a beautiful night last night in L.A. It was kind of fun to watch off the start. And they'll go at it again tonight, Game 4. Dodgers up 2-1 in that series, and hopefully the Jays can tie it up. We're going to check things out. We're going to check out Jamaica. They are batting down the hatches. It is going to get ugly over in Jamaica, and we've got the latest coming up on the show in just a little bit. Also coming up on the show in the next little bit, the latest on that soup recall I was telling you about earlier this morning, and flight attendants don't want to go on these routes, and there's a couple in Canada. We'll share them with you coming up in a little bit. But first, let's go to the beach, and we're going to go over to Europe today because the weather is just, Caribbean for obvious reasons. That is not good weather, to say the least. We are going to go to Playa de Alta this morning in Spain. It's a small coastal town on the Mediterranean Sea, about an hour south of Valencia. If you know where Valencia is, that's kind of fun to say. Valencia. Hey, good morning, Valencia. It is coming up on, it's just after lunchtime there, actually, and we shall say good morning to you as we take a beach break, and we'll be back with more in just a second. Hope your morning is off to a good start. It is a Tuesday on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Thanks for sharing part of your morning with us as we go outside in southwestern Manitoba to see how things are looking this morning. We've got some cool temperatures, flirting with that freezing mark this morning, down around 2 degrees as we get you going this morning. Looks as if we are going to have temperatures slide slide just a little bit at Halloween. We are still at or slightly above normal in your Halloween forecast, but it's going to be soggy, okay? That's the thing to keep in mind for Halloween, okay? As for today, sun and cloud and 9, and a really nice day tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the nicest day of the week. But then the proverbial wheels come off, and we will see a lot more green and potentially blue on that radar. And with Halloween coming in, it's going to be soggy. Let's just hope that for a quick change in the weather. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't know, though. Maybe the precipitation will miss us. That would be kind of nice. But at the end of the day, there's not much we can do about it except prepare. And that is exactly what we will do. We will prepare for what could be a soggy Halloween. And even though it's a little bit sad for the kids who are dressed up and ready to trick-or-treating, from the Department of it could always be worse. Oh, my God, the situation in Jamaica is not good. We are literally just hours away from Hurricane Melissa making landfall. And it is going to be probably one of the worst hurricanes that the Caribbean has seen in years.
Take a look at live images right now from Jamaica. 7 people killed from the dangerous conditions of Hurricane Melissa. That Category 5 hurricane set to make a historic landfall later on this morning. You can see the outer bands already impacting the island. And right now, Cuba is preparing for impacts as the storm crawls over the Caribbean. The U.S. Navy is evacuating non-essential workers and family members out of Guantanamo Bay before the major hurricane passes through. Good morning, everyone. I'm Natalie Pozo.
And I'm Stephen Graves. Aaron has the morning off. Thank you for joining us here on a Tuesday. Our team is here to help you get ready. Locally, we'll check in with Yasmin on the road conditions, dealing with a little bit of fog, but our eyes continue to be on Melissa, Hurricane Melissa this morning. Sandra, that 5 a.m. advisory just in continues to be a very, very dangerous storm.
Look at the size of this storm.
75-mile-an-hour winds.
Holy God.
And already, per the National Hurricane Center, conditions are deteriorating on Jamaica. You see this right northeast quadrant of any sort of tropical cyclone is the worst. So that is encompassing the entirety of that very vulnerable and exposed island nation in the Caribbean. So Category 5, as bad as it gets, continuing to make a landfall at some point today. I mean, it's just creeping along only at 5 miles an hour. So maybe by about noontime or so, by 2 o'clock, 165-mile-an-hour winds right over that western tip of Jamaica.
Jesus,
so still
Murphy.
Maintaining that incredible intensity. And then it crosses Cuba as a major hurricane. This is a change from the last advisory. Category 4 on the southern side of Cuba and stays away from South Florida thanks to a couple of cold fronts that are really going to change our weather scenario and plunge us into fall just in time for Halloween and our fallback weekend ahead. For today.
Okay, and then she goes into their forecast. That's obviously the Florida news outlet watching things off the coast there. It's catastrophic. I mean, a Category 5 hurricane, winds of 170 miles per hour. It's just going to be complete devastation. This is a live look. Hopefully this camera's still working. I had a peek at it earlier this morning before the show began. The sun is up and actually doesn't look too bad now. As we were getting ready for the show, we could see that winds had picked up and things were kind of rainy. But actually, this is from earlier this morning as the show was getting going. Completely, everyone is off the streets. This is. We're going to go live here. Let's go live. Yeah, so it's rainy. There's still a few people walking around, 1 or 2 cars. This is in Kingston, Jamaica. This is a live shot. And it looks so far so good. But this is going to change dramatically over the course of the morning. As was said earlier, probably around lunchtime today, this is going to get ugly. I'm going to post the link to this live webcam on my website at tylerglenshow.com in case you want to follow along. There was a weather watcher that flew into the eye of the hurricane day before yesterday as it was making its approach to Jamaica. Matthew Capucci is his name, did an interview yesterday talking about what it was like to go up at 30,000 feet and fly into the eye of this hurricane. As we saw it on the radar there, it's just like this giant donut. And in the middle, it's just so peaceful. It's so fascinating. Something so beautiful can be so destructive.
Figure out my coverage plans in terms of would I be going to Jamaica? Would I be chasing it elsewhere? And we decided the safest option would be to basically attack it from the air. I reached out to NOAA PR, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and arranged to get myself a seat on this flight into the eye of Melissa. And for folks to understand, hurricanes are sort of like atmospheric sink drains. All the air rushes into the eye wall, that buzzsaw ring of winds around the center, and all the air spirals inwards and upwards. But then it basically punches into the ceiling of the lower atmosphere and kind of curves back down and hollows out the eye with hot, dry, sinking air. And so as we were flying into the hurricane, the turbulence obviously very extreme. It was like being on a Space Mountain at Disney World or a roller coaster in the dark.
That's an awful ride, make you sick.
To and fro, up and down, you name it. And that lasted about 10 minutes. And then suddenly we were in the oasis of calm, this incredibly calm, picturesque eye. I could see something called the stadium effect. Basically, I'm in this zone of calm, but all around me, I can see 50,000-foot thunderclouds swirling around in the eye wall with 150 plus mile per hour winds. And yet, even just for about 90 seconds where I was, it was perfectly still. It was super warm too, because the eye was 16 degrees warmer inside than outside. So
that
I
is so
began
cool.
sweating a little bit. It was breathtakingly beautiful and calm and peaceful, and yet also horrifying, knowing that all around me, that hellacious buzzsaw wind was heading for Jamaica.
Well, what does this mean for Jamaica when Melissa hits?
This will be an unprecedented event in Jamaica. The last even comparable event was back on September 12th, 1988, when Gilbert hit as a high-end Category 3. But it's important people understand that a Category 5 is exponentially stronger, probably an order of magnitude stronger than a Category 3. Category 3 might cause some structural damage. Category 5 leads to destruction of entire neighborhoods and isolation of entire communities. It's a multifaceted threat too. Far inland, you're talking 3, maybe 3.5 feet of rain that will cause widespread flooding and mudslides that will wipe out roads and leave communities unreachable perhaps for weeks until roads and bridges can be rebuilt. At the coastline, where that buzzsaw wind comes ashore, a 40-mile wide swath of winds gusting upwards of 140, 150 miles per hour will cause tornado-like damage. Even if any structures survive, the landscape will be altered. Trees, native trees, will be decimated. Forests will be wiped bare.
And look at the housing. Not everybody lives in a concrete hotel that you and I are used to staying in. If we had gone to Jamaica, look at the housing, tin roofs. I mean, you don't need much in Jamaica. It's warm 365 days of the year. What the hell is going to happen to this stuff at 175 mile an hour winds? It's all going to be gone. Even some of the houses are going to be destroyed. The well-built stuff is going to be destroyed.
Native trees will be decimated. Forests will be wiped bare. Only shredded vegetation will be left standing. It'll take years for the landscape to heal. That wind will also push water against the coastline, leading to a potentially devastating storm surge of 2 to 4 meters, up to about 13 feet. Imagine the ocean just rising to the height of a 2-floor building. All this together will tax Jamaica to its limit and potentially lead to a humanitarian crisis that could last for a very long time.
Hopefully Canada is at the ready, for all the money that we send all over the place. This is one of those times where we need to be ready, planes loaded. Like, we know this thing is going to hit. We should have planes loaded on the ready, food, fresh water, helicopters, blah, blah, blah. And then when this thing hits, you just wait for it to subside and then get in there or airdrop food and fresh water to people so that they can live, medical supplies and so on, because this is going to be catastrophic. This is going to be a very, very bad storm, and our thoughts are with folks in Jamaica. And if you or someone have been there, you've got some friends there, boy, I feel for you. It's going to be a tough 24 to 48 hours. Molly says, I'm not one to pray, but my God, please help these people stay safe. You said it, sister. You said it. Let's hope that they stay safe. Okay, moving along now to the soup recall. Speaking of staying safe, this is there's bugs in my soup. There's bugs in my soup. What? The Canadian Food Inspection Agency is saying, hey, listen, if you've got some soup in the pantry, you may want to dig it out and maybe throw it out or take it back to the place that you got it from. They are recalling a product sold by popular soup brand Mitchell Soup Company due to the presence of insects. How lovely. Are we sure about this? I thought we were all supposed to just up our protein. Come on. Who's up for insects? I am. Have you ever eaten insects before? Well, I was in Mexico. They sell them on the street. You can get little bags of grasshoppers. You can get bags of cockroaches and various, and they put little seasonings on them. So you can get your little grasshoppers in dill pickle or barbecue or, chipotle. And, I have to tell you, it was quite good. They dry them out completely. They're crunchy. They reminded me a bit of a cross between a nut and like a sunflower seed shell, like just a little bit crunchy, but they were kind of delicious. Have you ever had bugs before? Come on, don't be shy. You've had bugs. Anyway, the recall notice on Monday pertains to Mitchell's Soup curried chickpea stew mix. The agency said Mitchell's was recalling the 374-gram packet of the product. The affected product had a best before date of September 2026, said the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Zumba Bernice is eating a scorpion. See, and it's tasty, isn't it? Tracy Roger has the green emoji and said, no thanks. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of this soup. Come on, give me a picture of this soup. Can you give me a picture of this soup? I want a picture of this soup. See if I can get a Mitchell's chickpea soup. So you can look in the, of course. Oh, this is, oh my gosh. This is some fancy dancy stuff. I don't know. This is some fancy soup, man. I don't know if I've got this in the pantry. My soup don't look like this. Oof. This is some fancy soup. This is soup for rich people. Anyway, that's what the package looks like. And they say just take it back to the place you bought it from or throw it out. Or cook and enjoy knowing full well there's added protein in your soup. Added protein in my soup. Added protein in my soup. Some bugs are good for you. Bugs are good for you. There's nothing wrong with bugs. I don't know why they're freaking out. Cindy says, I've eaten a few bugs while quadding. Oh, in my teeth. Quadding with bugs. Oh, protein is the hot word, the hot product of the year. There's nothing like protein. I mean, they're adding protein to everything. Come on now. I know that firsthand. When I go to Headley's Health Hut, they've got all kinds of great food products with protein. Protein, basically, you get protein snacks like chips, high in protein like keto style. You can get incredible protein powder. Some of the best in the world is available at Headley's Health Hut. It's like New Zealand whey protein. Best on the planet. I'll tell you. They've got gluten-free. They've got sugar-free. They've got vitamins, supplements, herbs. Oh, man, if there's something that ails you or you're just into some healthy living, check out Headley's Health Hut. Customer Appreciation Day, by the way, last Friday of the month. And guess what? It's this Friday. So lots of treats, no tricks. Headley's Health Hut. They've got freebies, samples, and more this coming Friday at Headley's Health Hut, Customer Appreciation Day, 1314 Richmond Avenue. At Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue. It ends tomorrow. The Fall into Comfort sale. The Fall into Comfort sale. After that marathon baseball game last night, you need a new couch. You've worn your couch out. The baseball players are worn out, and so is your furniture. So where do you turn? You turn to Leon's. You can get the flyer at leons.ca and then run on into the store at 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. Because you've only got a little bit of time left in that Fall into Comfort sale. And as always, at Leon's, don't pay till 2027, 0% interest and no monthly payments. No cash, no worries. Plus, free local delivery on any purchase of $7.99 or more before taxes. That's at Leon's Furniture Superstore. And at Skydancer Casino, getting set for the big hairball show coming up this Friday. Congratulations again to our winners, and we look forward to giving you tickets to see this country legend, Tracy Byrd. He is going to be at the Skydancer in just over 2 weeks, Saturday, November the 15th. And we will have tickets for you to win, courtesy of the Skydancer and, of course, the Tyler Glen Show. So be on the lookout for that. We'd love to have you join us. We'll do a quick live stream hit of about an hour or so from each of those shows, including Halloween evening in preparations for Hairball. It'll be probably one of the most interesting live streams I've ever done, because I'm thinking people will be in costumes. We'll have Hairball rockers in costumes. Kids will be coming to the door. You can check out what's happening with me on your phone. It's going to be an interesting Halloween. It's going to be a fun November 15th with Tracy Byrd in concert. Tickets are $70, and we'll give you a chance to win a pair coming up on the Tyler Glen Show. SkydancerCasino.com, where the sky's the limit. Congratulations, Tyson Tame, on your big poker win again on the weekend of close to $4,000 Canadian. Lots of winners. Lots of good times at the Skydancer. Okay, next up on the show, flight attendants reveal the routes that they would rather not work. I found this interesting because I wanted to see if there was any Canadian routes on this thing. So, View from the Wing analyzed social media posts from flight attendants on things like Reddit and Glassdoor. They used AI to kind of come up with a list of locations that flight attendants complained about the most. They hated working the routes because of the passengers, and they have compiled a list. And Canada is mentioned a couple of times. And so I will mention, they're in no particular order. At least I don't think so. No, they're in no particular order. But it's kind of interesting to see what the complaints are. You know, from the passengers, you and me, flying on these planes from New York City to South Florida corridor, New York to Florida, back and forth. This is what the airline flight attendants have to say. Entitlement, arguments, rowdy, constant attitude. Notable quotes. Kill me now. LGA FLL makes me question my life choices. Then we've got Canada mentioned. YYC. Anybody know what YYC is? That's Calgary, Alberta. That's the only airport that we fly to in our little town. What FAs are complaining about? Karen-like behavior, ignoring instructions, arguing during secure, and baggage hassles. Welcome to Canada. Karen-like behavior. Notable themes. Multiple ramp mentions. Contrasted with nicer YEG passengers. Who's YEG? I don't know that. Who's YEG? Who's nicer than... What is YEG? Who is YEG? It's not Vancouver. Oh, Edmonton. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, they prefer Edmonton. Flight attendants don't like the LA Burbank. Well, that's the LA Basin, SNA Burbank, LAX. Strong entitlement vibes. That goes without saying. LAX JFK, elite, heavy drinkers, unfriendly. JFK to Phoenix, people seem miserable and rude. Oy. Caribbean to Chicago, always draining. Florida, vacation, seasonal, unruly. Lots of heavy drinkers going to Florida. SFO and California, entitled, needy, rude, and needy. And then finally, 2 Canadian routes are mentioned. Toronto, Vancouver, YYZ, worst among big Canadian stations. YVR, cruise, packs, loads, test patients. Mentioned often, elderly cruise cohorts raise assistance demands. Watch for lots of senior citizens. I guess a lot of flight attendants are coming into contact with seniors who are going on Alaskan cruises, maybe from Toronto. And Abbotsford, BC is also mentioned. People who fly to Abbotsford, nobody listens on these airplanes. Nobody listens. Small station headache. So that's pretty, I thought it was interesting. Flight attendants taking to social media to gripe anonymously. And I'm always looking to see if Canada is mentioned. Who has still got it going on? Wow. Move over, Keith Richards. Fraser Crane. Do you remember the show Fraser? Do you remember Cheers? Of course you do. Kelsey Grammer is a dad again. For the 4th time. Kelsey Grammer, 70, and his wife Kate welcomed their 4th baby, a son named Christopher, 70 years old. Holy man, I am 52, and you know what? I'll tell you, if there was, if we were talking babies, I would be crying in my pillow. 70 years old. Kelsey revealed the news during his appearance on an episode of Pod Meets World, telling the host that he and his wife Kate just had our 4th son. So it just became 8 kids in total. God, to me, the life of a movie star. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how many kids you have. There's no worries. We just bathing in cash. But 70 years old? How old is Kelsey Grammer's wife? Holy man. How old is Kelsey Grammer's wife? Kelsey Grammer's wife, Kate Walsh, is 46. That alone, she's, 46. Good for them. Molly says, are you coming to Wisconsin after? Sure. Yeah, why not? Hello, Wisconsin. Go Packers. No, I can't say that. As a Vikings fan, that would be. His oldest kid is probably 45. These celebrities are. There's something else. Oh, this is not good news this morning. Amazon has confirmed 14,000 job losses. And they say they may lay off as many as 30,000 people in the next few months. Why? You guys, why? I can't think of any companies making more money than Amazon. And you're like, okay, I get it when companies are struggling and they've got to trim staff, but what is this? We've only made 5 gazillion trillion last year. And so we need to invent a new number for the amount of money that we're going to make. And so we have to get rid of some people. See ya. That's crazy. And before we have to say goodbye to our friends on the Facebook page and on YouTube, it is National Chocolate Day today. And I want to know, we've got, look at this. Check this out. A couple of new bars for Taste of Tuesday. Dark chocolate with sea salt. Co-op Gold, dark chocolate with sea salt. Not supposed to have salt, so I've been watching my salt intake, so I'm kind of excited about this one. Little treat. And this one is coffee and puffed rice. Co-op Gold Pure. We're going to sample a little bit of chocolate for breakfast today on Taste of Tuesday. But for you, National Chocolate Day, what's the first treat that comes to mind for chocolate? There is nobody saying they hate chocolate so far this morning. I think that chocolate is one of those universally loved things. It has gone through the roof. Insiders are saying that the average cost of chocolate confectionery products for this Halloween have gone up by about 10%. Pebbles, did you see the new location for Tasties? It's in the ticker. I did, Pebbles. It's in the ticker. It's not a new location. It's an extra location. They're expanding. They're getting some new digs. They bought, I guess they bought Benny's downtown, which is kind of cool that it'll still be operating. Thank you for that, though. National Chocolate Day. So chocolate. What are you loving? What's a chocolate? No sun seekers like chocolate. Okay, I got it. Mary says, okay, Hershey milk chocolate bars. April likes Hershey Kisses. Lauren is into Reese's peanut butter cups. Roseanne is Aero, Kit Kat, and caramel. Debbie likes peanut butter cups. Mark likes Lindt. George likes the cherry blossom. Do they still even make those? Where you got like a tennis ball with a cherry on the inside and it's like jam? I would have to say, especially this time of year, it's like Kit Kat and Coffee Crisp. You know, and to find the Kit Kat and Coffee Crisp bars all by themselves, it's impossible. You have to buy them with the Aero and the Smarties. Oh, who likes Aero bars? The one with all the bubbles in them and the Smarties. You know what I'm talking about? It's that Halloween variety package. Oh, man, those make it in the house. And the problem is that everybody in my house, too, likes Kit Kat and Coffee Crisp, so there's a fight. Those boxes come in the house, and they're like, Dad, you eat the Smarties. I don't want the Smarties. You eat the Smarties. Dad, I want the Kit Kat, and I want the No, and then Tracy's in there. I'm like, hey, she's running away, and she's got a fistful of Coffee Crisp and Kit Kat in each hand, running away from me. Hey, see you guys. And I'm like, hey, you guys left me with the Smarties and the Arrows. What the hell? Cindy likes a good old Kit Kat, too. Janine says anything Purdy's and Coffee Crisp, too. Yeah, it's the wafers. It's the wafers. You got to love the chocolate and the wafers. Happy National Chocolate Day. Anybody still do fondue? Remember when we used to dunk food and stuff? You dunk it into like cream sauces. You dunk it into queso. And you would dunk it into chocolate. Strawberries in chocolate. Strawberry dipped chocolate. Or strawberries dipped in chocolate are still pretty good. I've had chocolate-covered bacon. Nah, that doesn't work too good. Candied bacon, yes. Chocolate-covered bacon, no. It is okay. I mean, it's bacon is bacon. I don't care where it comes from. But Pebbles like Snickers. See, it really satisfies. It's like a meal in a bar. Polar Bear, too. So there's a fight over Snickers in your house. Okay. Head up your house on Halloween. Good stuff over there. It's got the nuts in it and good stuff. And anyone else try the Kit Kat and ketchup? Oh, I live on it now. That's all I eat. I am on a diet of Kit Kat and ketchup and dill pickles. Dill pickle mustard on top as well. Actually, we're going to talk about some really, really whacked foods that people have confessed to scarfing down when no one else is around because it's too embarrassing. You have a category of foods where you like stuff other people don't like, but this isn't a category all to itself because you have to wait until you're by yourself to eat this food because even family members will call you out and embarrass you. That's coming up in hour 2. VIP hour for those still awake. I was up for the Jays game. The Jays scored. There's going to be a lot of that going on today. Jay scored. Good luck, Jays. Game 4 tonight. We have to say farewell to our folks on YouTube. Thanks for being here, guys. We're moving over to Twitch, okay? VIP hour starts now. You can lurk in at TylerGlenShow.com. Taste of Tuesday is also on the way. Let's all eat some chocolate together in hour 2. Shall we grab whatever chocolate is near to you and let's have a chocolate chow down for hour 2, okay? Have a great day. Thank you, YouTube. Catch you later. Thank you, X. I really appreciate it. We're moving over to Twitch.